Hello, I'm Katie. I'm Donna's oldest daughter. This is definitely hard. Oh. My grandpa is the best grandpa I could have ever asked for. Everyone thinks that they have the best grandpa, but mine is better, and that is a fact. When my cousins and I were young, he was one of us. He was one of the kids. Lucky for us, though, he didn't have an age restriction. Whatever we wanted to do, he'd make it happen, and he did it with us. If we wanted to go swimming, he was in his suit and hat in minutes, ready to jump in. Floaties and boogie boards already packed in the trunk. If we wanted to play at Forest Lawn Cemetery, he'd take us there. For some reason, he loved those cemeteries to play in. He would take us to Forest Lawn Cemetery, and he'd bring bouncy balls for us to throw down the long hallways. He'd take photos of us climbing on the statues there and running on the grass. He built a fort for us out of wood and carpet in his backyard, equipped with a window and a hinged door. If we wanted to ride bikes around the cul-de-sac, he'd have the bikes ready and tires full of air. He made a cement ramp for us, where the driveway met the asphalt of the street, so we wouldn't have to hit such a hard bump on our way back up to the driveway. If we were hungry, McDonald's or In-N-Out would be in our bellies within half an hour. In-N-Out in Tahunga, by the way, was one of his most prized accomplishments, as he was the very first person in line in a very heated race with one of his patients. When it opened back in the mid-70s. If you want the full story, you can ask any one of his daughters or grandchildren. We've all heard it about 100 times. He was constantly playing with us, consistently in our lives. He'd plan vacations with us to San Clemente Beach and to St. George. He'd take us shopping and to dinner almost every night. He simply enjoyed our company. It wouldn't matter what we were doing, he just wanted to be a part of it. And we wanted him there with us every second. He and my grandma supported me through my roller skating years, going with us to competitions, local and distant. He watched me skate my routines, always telling me that I float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. That meant I was graceful in my technique, and I beat my competition as he explained it to me. When I was in 5th grade, my class had a sort of Olympics, where I was the fastest person in all my year. When he got wind of that, he pulled out the results of his senior track meet, Cheryl mentioned, where he was first in high jump, first in broad jump, and third in the 75-yard dash. He would exclaim, "I was as fast as Secretariat, the horse." And of course, that would follow us watching the movie every day for the next year. Specifically the last race when the horse won by 31 minutes. He would point to the horse and say, "That was your grandpa." So I came up with the saying, "Grandpa is to humans as Secretariat is to horses." And he would ask me to repeat that multiple times a day to absolutely everyone. My grandpa was a vital part of my childhood, and he was a vital part of my adult life. I used to think everything he did when I was a kid was normal. It was normal to go on play dates with my cousins to the cemeteries and climb all over the statues and jump on every headstone. It was normal to break into restricted sections of buildings and run around and hide. It wasn't until I was older that I realized just how fun-loving my grandpa was. I came to coin the strange things he did as grandpa-isms. Some of you may have a different name for this, but we can all agree that they all mean the same thing. Some examples of grandpa-isms are renaming grocery and convenience stores to Albert's daughter instead of Albertsons, wrong aid in place of right aid, dumb in beginning as smart and final. Grandpa-isms also included saying random things with absolutely no rhyme or reason, such as, "Extremely hard office at the date, dear," when you ask him how his day went, or "Sweet little girl, did you?" You have to say it right. Out of nowhere. He would say, "Rob," after yawning, and he would call me on the phone and started the conversation with, "What's the story?" He would answer the phone with "Speaking," and call soda, slow death, and any drink he had was brink. When he didn't know the answer to a question, he would say, well, I don't rightly know. I think my favorite grandpaism, and this is where I'll end my talk, is the nicknames he gave everyone. If you don't think you had one, you more than likely did and just didn't know it. He would call me Katie Baby. Kelly was Kelly Belly. And Mom, what was your name?
Dawn Diddy.
Dawn Diddy, your baby boo. Cheryl, what was your name? Junebug. Karen, do you have a name?
Karen Middlecock. That's all for when I was born.
Okay. Bobby was Bobby Week. It was pronounced Week.
Kathy was Khaki.
Kathy was Khaki.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Yes, Alexander Graham Bell.
Fruit Center.
I think a lot of people have names. Jordan, where's Jordan? What were you? Gorda. And then Joshua L. And Jacob, what were you?
Jacobian Myers.
And Jerry, you were Jerbear, right? Jerbear. He called my grandma Mommy Bolts. And his brother Jack was Blub. And his sister Nancy was Dassy. If you guys know of any of your names, that would be great to say. His glad ass happy bottom. Thank you. Yeah, he said a ditty after every name.
Louis Lynn.
Sorry?
Louis Lynn.
Louis
I
Lynn.
work for him, yes.
Todd A.O. Productions.
Long name.
Mine is Michelin Tires.